breaking news coming in at this hour. Chirag Paswan removed as the LJP president, citing principle of one man, one post. At this point, Suraj Bhan appointed the new working president as well. All of this is happening, remember, as rift grew out on the open within the Lok Janshakti Party. Akhilesh joins us for more on this. Akhilesh, we'd seen the split out in the open quite clearly. We saw a meeting happen yesterday as well. Chirag Paswan went to his uncle's residence, and this is a compromise, can we call it that? Or this would be Chirag Paswan left with absolutely nothing here?
No, it's not a compromise, Sonal. In fact, Chirag Paswan has been ousted from the party which was given to him, handed over to him by his late father, Ram Vilas Paswan. In fact, today he has no party, he has no post in the party which his father handed him over. In fact, his uncle has, completely taken over the party, and I have with me the resolution which was passed by the National Executive Meeting. It's an emergency meeting which took place today, and in this meeting a decision was taken that Chirag Paswan has been removed from the post of president of Lok Janshakti Party, and they have cited the principle of one man, one post. They are saying that one man cannot hold more than one post. So that is why Chirag Paswan has been removed, and now the senior vice president of the party, Shri Suraj Singh Urf Suraj Bhan Singh, he has been appointed the national working president of LJP and also the election officer. And he has been asked by the national executive that within 5 days he should conduct the election for the fresh election for the president, and we have been told by the sources that before 20th June, which will complete the 5 days period, and before that Pashupati Kumar Paras, who is the uncle of Chirag Paswan, he will be elected leader of Lok Janshakti Party and also will be appointed president of the LJP Parliamentary Board. All three posts which were held by Chirag Paswan will be now taken over by Pashupati Kumar Paras. So this is the coup which started on Saturday night and from Patna and reached to Delhi on Sunday night, when the 5 MPs they met Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and handed him over a letter removing Chirag Paswan as leader of Lok Sabha party's leader in Lok Sabha.
Just a little clarification over here. He's no longer the leader of the LJP, or are you saying he's no longer part of the party altogether?
Well, yesterday he was removed as the leader of party in Lok Sabha. The speaker recognized Pashupati Kumar Paras as the leader of LJP in Lok Sabha, and today he has been removed from the post of president. So he had held 3 posts. He was leader of LJP in Lok Sabha. He was also the national president of Lok Janshakti Party, and he was also the president of the LJP Parliamentary Board. So from 2 posts now he has been removed. He is now only on papers remains the chairman of Parliamentary Board, but of course that post will also be taken away from him. So today Chirag Paswan will be having no post in the Lok Janshakti Party, a party which was given to him by his late father.
All right. So what is it that we are hearing from the opposition over here as well, Akhilesh? Yesterday when we spoke, you and Manish both pointed out that there seems to be that this has been the handiwork of some other parties also sort of working their way into this coup. What more do we know?
Well, of course, I reported this, Sonal, that there's an inside story why Chirag Paswan has been removed from all these posts, because Nitish Kumar, who is the Chief Minister of Bihar, he was annoyed with Chirag Paswan because he campaigned against JDU in the last Bihar Assembly election. He, in fact, fielded candidate against the BJP and the JDU candidates, and JDU feels that the party lost around 30 to 32 seats because of LJP contesting against their candidates. And Nitish Kumar is also annoyed because during the campaign, Chirag Paswan saying that once the elections are over, Nitish Kumar will be sent to prison. So that is why Nitish Kumar was very upset. In fact, this year in January, when Chirag Paswan was extended an invitation to attend NDA meeting in Delhi by Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mr. Prahlad Joshi, that time JDU threatened not to attend that meeting if Chirag was called. So of course Nitish never wanted Chirag to be there part of the NDA, and now since Sonal there's a talk of expansion of Narendra Modi cabinet, so of course Nitish Kumar wants his ministers to be there, but he does not want Chirag Paswan to be member of the new cabinet. So that is why this entire coup has been staged by and backed by JDU leaders and also by some BJP leaders, because we have been told by the sources that in fact the appointment to take all these 5 MPs to meet the speaker was taken by a BJP MP.
I see. So very fascinating how there are multiple stories really working towards this one decision that has been taken. Last question, Akhilesh. Where does this leave Chirag Paswan really in terms of the party support that we have often in these stories when we've seen ousted and removal of leaders? We see some sort of cloud coming in, we see protests happen. None of that happening in this case. Chirag Paswan standing absolutely alone in his party right now.
Well, certainly some protests are happening there in Patna. We have been told that in front of the LJP office, some Chirag supporters have gathered and they are shouting slogans against his uncle Pashupati Kumar Paras, who is the new leader of the party. And as far as future of Chirag Paswan is concerned, the main complaint against him was that he aloored himself from the working of the party. He never met with any of the MPs or the other party leaders, and he never interacted with them. He took decisions on his own. So this was the main allegation against him, that he never ventured in Bihar, he never interacted with the workers or the common man. So this was the main complaint against him. So now if he has to establish himself, he has to form maybe his own party, and he has a legacy of his father, who was a very popular leader among his caste in Bihar. So of course he has a big task ahead if he wants to survive himself as in the politics.